So guys, back at it with another video. It's week 6 already in the 2024 NFL season. I want to talk about some fraudulent players in the league. Players hoarding money, making empty promises and not living up to expectations. Quick disclaimer that this isn't a static list. That being said, let's get straight into it. For the Houston Texans, this player was a star quarterback, a key asset, cornerstone of the franchise. Led them to multiple successful seasons, playoff appearances. He had some instances off the field, conflicts with management which eventually led to his trade request. The Browns saw an upgrade over Baker Mayfield, someone that will make the team a contender, and most people believe this. They gave up 3 first-round picks 2022 to 2024, a 2022 fourth-round pick, a 2023 third-round pick, and a 2024 fourth-round pick in exchange for Watson, and a 2024 6th-round pick, signed for a 5-year, fully guaranteed $230 million contract. Fans, experts, are calling this the worst trade in NFL history, and it clearly is. He's only played 12 games in 2 seasons due to suspension and injuries. But when he does play, it's a shambolic. This team are ranked last in the NFL for third down completions, 20%. Passer rating in Houston, 104.5, with the Browns, 79.4. Pass success rate, 31.7. Sacked 26 times in his first 5 games this season. I get the offensive line has issues, but often this is largely due to bad decision making. QBR is 23, 32nd in the NFL. I could go on, but Watson is a big time fraud. It's not even a debate. Von Miller has had a tremendous career in the NFL. 8-time Pro Bowler and likely Hall of Famer. But since signing a 6-year, $120 million contract with the Buffalo Bills in March 2022, Von Miller, his performance as a player, has notably dropped. We can call it fraud, but the Bills know exactly what they're getting into in a 35-year-old edge rusher. In 2022, contract year, he recorded 8 sacks in 11 games before tearing his ACL. 2023, he played 12 games without recording a single sack, not to mention the 4-game suspension he received for conduct I will not mention. This season, he did record 3 sacks in his first 3 games. So clearly, he has found a way to be impactful as a leader in the locker room and rotational defensive end. He just doesn't have the age and physicality to play a full season as a starter. Given his age, risk of injuries, being a rotation rather than a starter, expectations for Von Miller are tampered. In 2028, he'll be 39 and a free agent. Not taking away his talent or success, but this is a huge fraud in Buffalo. This player is in a quarterback's paradise right now because he has who I think is the best wide receiver in the league right now, in Malik Neighbors. He has Slayton, Wan'Dale Robinson, one of the most underrated receivers in the league. But despite a few flashes, we're still getting the same old Daniel Jones. Obviously, he got his bag, but since signing that deal, he has thrown more touchdowns to opposing teams than to his own. Always criticised for his inability to lead a team, missed opportunities and poor decision making. Despite being 3-2, the fans are booing him. They're fed up. They want more. 3 coaches, 4-year, $160 million deal. Very fraudulent. When Trevor Lawrence was drafted #1 overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, T-Law was said to be this once-in-a-generation talent, 6'6", strong arm, mobile quarterback. He's currently in his 4th season, and his best season by far was the 2022 season where he led the team to a divisional round, but then lost to the Chiefs. He agreed to a $275 million 5-year extension. But some fans think that the Jaguars should have waited at least another season. They were 9-8 last year and missed the playoffs. They're 1-4 at the time of recording. If Doug Peterson gets fired this year, he'd have 3 NFL coaches. It's not like he's had a shortage of weapons. We all expected more from T-Law. Aaron Rodgers is regarded as one of the greatest quarterbacks in history. Some people consider him the most talented player in history at the position. 4 MVPs, led Green Bay to a Super Bowl win in 2011. So when Rodgers signed with the Jets on a 3-year, $112.5 million deal, there were higher hopes and expectations. He sat out last year due to injury, not his fault. But what have we seen over his first 5 games of the season? Jets are 2-3, 1,000 passing yards, 7 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 3 against the Minnesota Vikings, career low passer rating 81.6, 61% completion rate, one of the lowest since 2015, 6 yards per attempt. He makes excuses after excuses, all the drama, but Rodgers has all the power, money and resources to make things happen if he really wanted to. This is inexcusably bad to the point that we have to reevaluate his comparisons with Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. He's 40 years old. If the Jets failed to make a significant impact in the playoffs, then this organization is no better than when they signed him. I would love to see Devontae Adams pair up with Jordan Love, because that would potentially be the biggest expose of Aaron Rodgers. All these players had a high draft status and are high profile players in terms of what they can contribute to a franchise. Whether it's unrealistic expectations, loss of interest in the game, or age and injuries, there's a wide spread of fraudulent businessmen in the NFL. I'm planning to do another video for the NBA, but before then, comment below your thoughts and opinions. Remember to like and subscribe. There's plenty of videos to come.